Good morning. It is me, Pearl from Pearl and the Prayers, and this is Tuned In Tarot. And we're here to look at the balance between the divine masculine and divine feminine energy inside of self, understanding that whatever state we find this energy in, we can expect to see that reflected back to us in our interactions with others and in our external environment. And if we want to see things in our lives change, we have to shift and change the energy inside of us. There is no other way. I wish there was, but there isn't. So if you want to learn how to do that, you've come to the right place. And today, it is time for a drastic change. For years, I have been reading the masculine and feminine energy in a certain way on Mondays at the beginning of the week, and I have a new thing I'm going to do at the top of the week right now. So, embrace change. Change is good. The reason I'm doing this is because I have a new system of identifying an obstacle, the healing that's taking place in regards to the obstacle, like why the obstacle exists, because this specific thing needs to be healed. And I'm realizing I need to change the position of these cards because it feels weird to do it like this. So this is what's going to be happening. And that makes actually a lot more sense. That makes so much more sense. Okay, so let me try that again. Ready? New things, new stuff we're doing. Okay, so to the left at the top, we have the obstacle. What we're currently overcoming. This is something we're currently overcoming, and we're going to do masculine and feminine energy of the obstacle. And then over here, we're going to do what is being healed behind the scenes. Why does the obstacle exist? This is going to give us the answer. It exists because we're healing this. Then we're going to get cool beans. If we heal this, what are we going to expect to see attracted to us? And then we're going to get, well, this is being attracted to us. The deeper transformation that's taking place is over here in this final position. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. We're going to move around the circle like this. So we're going to start with this energy. Now, I call this my Nike deck, my goddess Nike deck, because she's somebody who helps you overcome struggles. So it's her energy that's going to inform this portion of the reading. We're going to ask for the masculine energy. Nike, what obstacle is the masculine energy? This is the energy of the mind, the energy of the intellect, of taking action, the external material matter. What is the obstacle presented by this energy? Now, if your person is somebody who spends a lot of time in their mind, you may have a perception of them as in their masculine energy. But you also are probably like that, so keep that in mind. Okay, so this is the perceived obstacle of the mind. Whoa! Not what I expected. Okay. Nike, what for the heart space, the divine feminine energy, the inner energy, the energy of self. What is the perceived obstacle, the obstacle we feel? When we think of what's the obstacle we feel, and this can also be looked at as the person who's more often feeling into their heart space. I'm having trouble getting, okay, having trouble understanding my feelings, maybe. Okay, so let's look at this. Let's get these out of the way now. Here is the perceived obstacle by the mind, the masculine energy, the person who's in their masculine energy, however you want to say it. We got the Empress card, and it was in front of this Ten of Pentacles. This is feeling a material world for me, but then look at, we've got the Ace of Pentacles, the expectation of some kind of an offer of wealth and abundance. So, right now, some part of your mind is not quite able to truly believe in your power, in this Empress energy, to have it all, to be everything you want to be, and to have it all, and to wield this power, and to make it work. Some part of your mind is like, yeah, I don't know if that's possible. I don't know if I can give everything that my heart wants. I don't know if I can give that to myself. I don't know if I can sustain that. I don't know where that's going to come from. So it's envisioning oneself at this high level of receiving that is very difficult for the mind. wealth, opulence, power, prestige, whatever it is. Very hard for you to imagine that this is really possible. The heart space is feeling that we're not seeing anything from the head space to reassure us that it's possible, but we feel it's possible to plant a seed and grow to become something like this. We just aren't seeing the money. Your mind is like, your heart is like, show me the money, and your mind is like, I don't think we have the money. And your heart is like, but I feel we can receive this money. We just had to open our hands and receive. And the head's like, I don't know if that's going to work. Beautiful. I actually really find that delightful. Okay. So saying this in relationship terms, which I know you're eager to hear, your person thinks that they need a whole lot of money to make you happy. And you feel that you would take the smallest gesture and feel like that was enough. So that's the obstacle. There's also a part of you that really does want to receive a whole lot of money. And the thing is, you know, you can receive that from not just your person, though. And they're perceiving themselves as like somehow supposed to sustain this material happiness. And it's difficult for them to really think they can do that. All right, well, let's look at what's healing. This obstacle is here so that this certain healing can take place. So let's find out, what is the masculine energy currently healing, or what is healing behind the scenes here with the temperance energy of Archangel Raphael, because that's who rules this position. All right, and what is the divine feminine healing with this obstacle of, honestly, what, you know what this is giving me? This is giving me, her obstacle is that she actually should be receiving more. Here's the thing. The divine masculine knows this divine feminine deserves it all. The divine feminine is like, yeah, I deserve it all, but I'll just take a little. I'll take whatever you got. And I'll take whatever you got is causing her to settle for energy that's like not really that satisfying. So, okay. I just noticed that. All right, but so divine feminine now, we're asking Archangel Raphael, what is healing while divine feminine sits here with this obstacle of being kind of willing to take anything. Brilliant. This is just, I can't. Okay, this is why we need to change things up sometimes. All right, divine masculine energy, what is healing? We've got the 9 of Swords here, where we have this feminine who's sitting up in her bed. She cannot sleep. She's waking up from these nightmares. It looks like she's recalling the nightmares that she's had. She's being ridiculed, humiliated. It's even to the point where it makes her like want to like, you know, everybody's looking at her, pointing at her. And this is really tortured. She's like being tortured. So divine masculine, the mind, is afraid that the feelings that are present are going to cause this person, whatever, it's going to cause them to feel like ridiculed. They'll feel humiliated, because there's some indication that it will be clear that this happened and that the masculine energy was responsible for it. So if he caused anybody pain or suffering, like, people are going to know, and then he's going to be seen as somebody who has hurt someone. This is a deep fear of being responsible for other people's pain. Okay. So this can also be a family. Another family is an obstacle to coming into union right now. And it's like the humiliation of severing the connection. of knowing what was going on. There's so much anxiety here about hurting somebody, hurting someone else. And so what has happened is that rather than hurt somebody else, this divine masculine, the mind has constantly been like, I don't want other people to suffer, so I will suffer. And the problem with that is that my suffering causes suffering. It's like I can't win, and I feel personally responsible for it. Okay, so anxiety over what is going to happen, over the outcome, over being the reason why things are falling apart, or causing humiliation, or this can be a situation where somebody experienced this is getting really specific, but if somebody when they were a child had some kind of a traumatic experience with a close family member or friend, or somebody in their community or their religious organization or anything like that, and it was like a painful, excruciating, traumatic event, they felt they couldn't tell anybody about it because they would draw attention or ridicule and potentially harm their family and their family's well-being. So that might be an early event that happened early on in this person's development, and it has really caused them to avoid conflict that could cause anyone else ridicule of some kind, because it's like a life or death situation. When you're a child's survival, your perception of what's going on is like life or death. So that's a big wound that's being healed. But at the same time, what I'm seeing is this is a minor card. So we're not seeing like that there's this major energy that's being healed. We do see a major obstacle. By the way, for feminine energy, only a minor obstacle here. Masculine energy, pretty big one. So big thing for the mind to overcome, not so hard for your feelings to come into alignment. In this case, this isn't a huge thing to get over, but it's definitely playing a role in your decision-making process at this time. Divine Feminine, again, with only a minor issue, the Page of Pentacles here being healed. But this is that energy of worthiness. I'm sorry. I know you're so annoyed. Remember, this is your person too. It's not just you, it's your person too. The vibes of I'm not worthy are just being healed here. This is somebody who wants an offer from a king. This is somebody who doesn't feel like a king. This is somebody who feels like they would honestly take anything at this point because they know their own worth, and they just want to be with this person whose worth that they know in their mind, and it doesn't matter how much they have. And it's over here being like, you need to be more analytical. You need to pay more attention to what you're being offered. Breadcrumbs are not bread, right? It's leftovers. You don't want that kind of energy. So you just need to be more discerning. And so your guides are helping you be more discerning, less willing to accept nothing. Really expecting something more significant, expecting something that's going to grow. If you can't plan a date and you can't take me out, don't be in my DMs, right? Okay. So that's what's going on here. So deeper, the reason why it's more of a major obstacle for the masculine energy is because it's a much deeper wound. But it's not going to take a lot for him to overcome it. It's anxiety that has to be overcome. It's not like the deeper traumatic wound is unhealed. That's not what I'm seeing here. I'm just seeing that wound has caused this type of thinking. Okay, so now let's see, what are we attracting as we heal all of these things? And remember, this is what we're attracting regardless of what we're doing. Regardless of our input, like this is what we're getting. And this is ruled by the energy of Pan. Because that's like that Pied Piper energy, like attracting, and it's the earth, it's the abundance, it's growth, he's like ancient God energy. This is what you are attracting. What are you attracting? Okay, well, the masculine energy, as this is being healed, is attracting this Two of Pentacles. the ability to make a balanced decision, transforming the this is the remember we literally we're changing how we're doing this reading today. This is our change. Oh, a card just jumped out. Hang on, let me see. It is literally the 10 of Cups that came out of the deepest transformation, and we're talking about transformation. I will honor that. That is the card Sedna would like to use for that position, and I will leave it out. Okay, but you're coming next. Don't worry. What's funny is I was adjusting her card before I got to her energy, and it was adjusting her card that caused me to flip this 10 of Cups out. So I'm getting that these two things are connected. She wants me to bring this card forward right now so that we have the clear message. The ability to choose happiness, to choose personal fulfillment, and to understand that that choice of choosing that fulfillment is going to allow you to honestly make up for any pain that was caused. You cannot make up for pain with more pain. What is going on right now in the news, I can't even talk about it because it makes me furious, because the only people I stand with are the people of both sides that have passed into the ethers because of this need for us to react to violence. It never works. And so it's just keeps perpetuating. We all know that we're not stupid, although it doesn't seem like we aren't stupid based on the decisions that keep being made. But choosing peace, choosing your heart, choosing to honor your heart's calling, it's always going to lead to a better outcome for all, because it is what is meant to be. And if you're honoring that, then all of the pieces are falling into place. If you are meant to be a source of pain for somebody because you chose your heart's desire, the pain that you're inspiring is a pain that has the power to transform that person. It's what births new energy into the world. And that doesn't mean that you get a permission slip to inflict pain without thought on anyone just so you can spur them on to become the best version of themselves. But it does mean that you don't need to carry guilt. You need to, as long as you acted with your everyone's best interests at heart and with your own interests balanced with others, I just feel that you have done all you can. So basically what you're attracting is this more decisive action, but the ability to make a decision, a balanced decision, to choose happiness, as we see Sedna telling us. Divine feminine energy, the heart. Is the heart attracting? We're actually getting the Queen of Swords here. I love this energy. She's literally got this head and she's literally cut off someone's head. Okay. Why is this significant? Why would I love this? Because what we got is the biggest issue the feminine has, which, by the way, the biggest issue is minor. Divine masculine's got some more major stuff going on. Divine feminine, minor things going on. Okay. Also, by the way, we'll get there in a moment. Thank you for reminding me, though. That's true. Okay. So, why this is good is because Divine Feminine's minor problem is that she has just been willing to accept anything because she had not fully stepped into her power, but now her mind, which is this is the mind being like, I don't know if I'm fully worthy of this. This anxiety that I might not be fully worthy of this is being healed, which means now she has the power to choose someone that will actually fulfill her happiness. And anything else doesn't get by. So it's not going to be a situation where you're going to be heartbroken again, because you're discerning now. You have the power to see what you're offered and to assess it. Now that makes Divine Masculine afraid, because he knows that when he comes, he has to offer something powerful. But the mistake that the masculine energy is making is that the masculine energy keeps thinking of the material as what Divine Feminine needs or wants. The divine feminine would benefit from material, but she's the power to create it herself. What divine feminine really wants is a physical material world gesture, like physical touch, or a physical object like a dime store ring at this point would be enough for the feminine energy, and not in the way where she doesn't feel worthy of receiving all the abundance and all the wealth, but just in that she doesn't care about the material stuff. She cares about the materiality of the connection. That's what she cares about. So I can see how things are moving all together. All right, this is the final position. Now, we already know that the Divine Masculine's card has come out, but it is a minor arcana card. So we know that we actually need to pull a few more of Sedna's cards to get to his deep transformation. And I'm going to do that now. So basically, the Divine Masculine will have a couple of minor things to take care of before he arrives at, here's another thing he has to take care of. Before he arrives at this deep transformation. So the healing, oh, wow, that's so powerful. Thank you for that beautiful message. Okay, so not too many things in the way, but a couple of things he's got to get out of the way for the major transformation that needs to take place for him. Divine Feminine, let's get into it. What are the things that you need or will be transforming, rather? What is transforming for you on a deep level? All right, got a couple of things to take care of first, or at least one thing. Okay, just those moments happening when I'm like, holy shit. Okay, so Divine Masculine, we already saw that you are attracting the ability to choose your happiness. So the first step we know is that you make the decision, I want to be happy. The second step is that you are going to be brave, and instead of watching from the sidelines, you're going to face this fear you have and come forward and actually communicate directly. And so the deep transformation that's taking place for you is this devil energy. It's like if you believed in the devil and the devil kept you from living your life for so many years, like it's finally facing that devil and realizing that it was the devil himself that made your life hell, instead of you making choices that would make you authentic, being what would put you in hell. It's like that big revelation. There's addiction. If there's addiction here, then it is finally just seeking the help you need to overcome this addiction. But it's what is, as this is healing, this is what is happening on a deeper level. Finally, instead of being obsessed with watching your happiness, and losing it that way, because you're just losing it as you're watching it, you're finally just going to face your fears and just say something. What's really significant is that the feminine only has one thing to take care of. She has to allow herself to be rewarded. She has to allow herself to be rewarded. She is single, she is independent, she has worked hard, and it is time for her to receive her reward. And then she arrives at this deep transformation of being fully embodying mind and heart, the Empress energy. And we've got the 9 and 10 of Pentacles. I can't make that up. And what's really, really fucking crazy is that was the Ace and the 10, right? So we have 1 plus 9 equals 10 plus the Empress. We end up in the same place. This is going very well. Do not be deceived. Do not be deceived. Do not be sad or depressed. This is going very well. You're doing a great job, and I'm very proud of you. Keep going, and please support my channel. The more you support my channel, the more I can get these messages to you on a daily basis and feel comfortable and low amounts of stress to be able to do so. Thank you so much, everybody. Have the best day. Take care.